Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. It's neat.
Hello, tell my friend, your time. Mink pay my friend, mo kembani tete TV. Oyi wala don di enche ake ofe be ni o kwemi boli. Gandangbe no ya ewo ke Ghana yo no ya ewo wo yo bi e o fa ne keji mene onu no isko video me keke mi boli. Me record video ni 4th of July ni holiday ni ye bi e ona boni nchon. So neighborhood me ajegbe afi ho wa di enche ona boni nchon. So fa ne ekole mene obanu ni sound dinko me nye se keke mi je infe money. Mene why you politics for you ona boni nchon. That's right. Why you politics because mene a very major news story break on a bonny chon the miss money work by son if you offer ne cover fit I ye check where ama you any ne catch on here what for your politics here be on a bonny chon now I'm a center left person on a bonny chon so your man me info shaking Democrats can ye Ghana to be very fair with you majority of the time Obana ke kole in align with NDCB position. Bona Bonicho. I'm being honest with you there, Bona. She no ake kejibo center right bomojibo. Allo you are all the way to the right. Allo you are all the way to the left. Wonyen wonak be pam or be da because of na ke wonyen watcha Ghana. Ona Bonicho. So o fine keji inweno ko ebie ni oke mi pagbe you are absolutely welcome. Ona Bonicho. Ni oke ojomo chomo ba wo comment section there. Allo po ba nyon shi mi voice note. Ona Bonicho. No ni pensu mo page ake ni waba ni what disagreement it degenerate into insults where ni aba use words ni enya ona Bonicho. Sani wanye what disagree mo shi sani wake bule afi na ka wo fe no kome water one tragana and in which one ake oba na mi ake NDC nyo Jimmy. The fact that majority of the time I may align with their ideology does not necessarily make me one of them. Inka me be contact, inka me chuni, imba me card, imbe contact with NDC me. Ke BNL I'm a registered Democrat, so fine. She Ghana le bona boninchon. Nwe wa uni ke ni mo fia me dromo na mbatano manyama na iwale nika me fe no ko fon ma yujuba because imba me dia me party nyo Jimmy even though most of the time in align with ideas on a bonichon. So Miss Monu will get ne clear. So like I said, if you are from the center left or you center right, although you are all the way to the right, it's fine. We can disagree, but let's do that respectfully. So many children why you any be finally tamobeni wali ake all this while baba mo ebano Akuffo Dr. Bawumia a confirm ake Napo Jimoni ekeleba fe a vice presidential candidate number run on the ticket of the MPP for the 2024 elections. So many some of the videos need to know about chombo but one or two things komeni where you on a bonin chon Napo MPP bien le no gba but call be me I think it's a bad choice on a boninchon. I think I can I'm a stronghold G Tachalete Ashanti region. So keji o increase vote say Jemmy ni vote say a decrease more ye hey kome o wini no koi. And that is why I think Napo it's not a good candidate. Look, there are a lot of people from the Ashanti region. From the Ashanti region. Ni a negative say far. Napo has a lot of negatives. He has a lot of negatives. Ghana man, Napo has a lot of negatives. So I would have thought Takeshi and Babwe Nakaindi BFN done it finally and settle on not the fact Takeshi well he's a royalist from the Ashanti region, they boost what votes. You guys are gonna win the Ashanti region anyways. You guys are gonna win it anyways. So I don't know, no need the calculations they tell me more so ni ne can do so situation and Napo many melelo jogba e suban ke eni femo e ani me pi enna the way ne suban yo ona boni chon it confirms some of the nibi p come ni me you even people from the MPP party I'm a you so like I said you would have thought okay I'm about consider some of these things but mokonye chon me no ni fi so waba kwen na kan video say agbeno Akuffo Addo a party court say ni your Ghana ejegbe low we be kan wo mi low we be kan wo mi ni liage ke MPP nyojimi MPP nyojibu you would disagree with me but I think okay a party court said too much. Ona boni nchon ne kani bi e kaji wa yue ne te no ni pede fi oji akeshi e ha wo democracy e ha ni e bashi ni e wa wo democracy ni wo practice or amonton ne e wa e no ya ni e be fine na kan ona so mene we ma ni wa yue Supreme Court na Akuffo Addo e nominate me 5 more. Ona boni nchon ni kana ga me 5 ne te through ele kometo e nominate me e come 20 lower court says solo me na ka wo je ma omo we up Supreme Court ke 5 ne te through e na me e come 20 in 8 years if I were femo we'll talk about it so what about me she before no about me offer hashtag I speak gun hashtag I speak dangbe kano jino no you are all across the social media platforms say bomoden koni okengmejeme ona boni nchon ko you are krobo nwe bomode hashtag I speak krobo kano ne ko ni oyo ye gadangbe shikpon no bomode ni okafita e koni wona ake oyuemo olile engona agbeniwe wanyaminu Joseph ni kolitete nke bu ake keji ota ni o machine ni o need moko ni e ba draw o plan e habuwe o fine ko contact wanyaminu Joseph ni kolitete e ba anye chu na kan nu chuma abu ko osumo ni ekwe ni le no ama oshia anwe habuwe e ba kwe no na chola architectural drawing e ka o your plan pomo ni ota o na efe ko abuwe no e ba anye efe abu e designer o ko peji un fine ko ye bi ko ehia no ota o na efe o ko pe fe fell a use or choke and be I mean be short kajo ye business ko no need the owner to me me on ice cream again podu na ko pe gfa enye design of owner bonition contact mole bomode ni o contact le ni e ba fable fine owner bonition e ba fable fine so me nya wo boti ami o ba na ke ngbe efe ni na efe o fa ne keke mi o chi na mi efe o na ke imbolo wa de enche but to afete so like I said MPP finally I'm a confirm Napo Niji Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe I'm a confirm le ake legimoni ebanye ame here ye oshiki fon ni aba fon mi ona boni nchon ni tamoboni iko obue Matthew Opoku Prempe ke obi mi I don't think ake eji choice ko ni esanishukwe MPP be ame fe ona boni nchon because look maybe MPP party mi ni le Napo de nche o fa ne keke mi imanyashi le Napo de nche am small ona boni nchon maybe de nche maybe MPP party mi ni le Napo de nche am small so you would think ake MPP be am ba consider ne keni bi na fe Danny am ba fe tacholeten Danny, I'm about make a final decision. But hey, like I said, I'm a party ni. Nike obi me. I think I can touch a little. Napo it cause more harm than good to mobeni. Ayuole ye bluffo me. I don't think I get Napo. It can no ko pakpa pote. Ba fita oshiki na ba phone MPPB ne. Ojogbang Onabonichon. I really do not think so. I believe there are more people there. Nika mental from the Ashanti region. You know, I mean, gonna get my name here, and I think all across the world. Cafe elections now select mokwe. I call no koni wachole favorability rating. Onabonichon ke on negatives rating. Ona how favorable you are with the electorate. Onu mishishi ni ke okwe or just support Napo a favorability ke a negative so banake a negative say a young favorability. It's one of the things ni kept political party jibwa presidential candidate jibwe or consider keji or select or running mate. On a boninchon, you don't want to put somebody on the ticket ni a back blah or favorability down. Obasmo mokonike okelegmetiki no eba push of favorability up the way ni me someone boy me basumo bo more me ba likely she okemoko efo no ni ke me kwala bana ka o mene ebe suma o mene bu mo mene we no cho mene ebulebe no wakele efemini wakala chuni onum shishi na tamobeni kebwe it goes to show you ake Dr. Bawumia tamobeni me you ake he is not his own person indeed he is not his own person. Dr. Bawumia, I believe ake a force Napo kewino. I believe ake keji Dr. Bawumia ye lelenche egbeni eba select money eba sumone ke partner FAMI ake eba select Napo. FAMI kula ake eba select Napo. But I believe ake because Dr. Bawumia is not his own person no woni a force Napo agmenoni no woni MPP bia wa me force na me vote Dr. Bawumia. But I feel now control Dr. Bawumia ye bodo. No two ways about that. Mo family ake Dr. Bawumia ye bodo. Kani moko kula na kabo. Na chije kanu pia wo miam mo family yake Dr. Bawumia ye bodo ona boni nchon ni bo fe boni ame ba fe abayi ame no mene ama peye Alisa Hotel wo ba fe show purposely on Dr. Bawumia ke Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ame team tamobeni wo fe John Mahama ke Professor Jane video ba feko menele just mean ta ma chombo news ni wo kwami I think ake ame ba outdoor officially no ke wo fe na kan show we ba na more details ye jamegbe ona boni ncho so tamobeni nko abo ame outdoor like mene ye Alisa Hotel the National Executive Council ni ameji body ni yo MPP ni ameno ameji ya ame tema kele poten. They are the highest decision-making body. In Kembagam, you know, ni to me, ye MPP me, mene amekpe ni ame finalizing ofeno ye Alisa Hotel ni ame manomia ke Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ni mo fe mo chola ake Napo leji moni e ba fita Dr. Bawumia he koni aran against John Dramani Mahama ke Professor Nana Opoku Ajuman ye 2024 election say me so ofine me piba bia me ni Akuffo Addo ba je yin epo ye jeme masumoni wokwe ofine kwa mo video we. Right, so far nebe wakwe Addo playma Addo showboy nuele do ni o do kudo do leji moni onane onaboni nchon next video di machoma abu bia me ni Dr. Bawumia un bajejeme onake party bi amenya ehewan de nche awokwe na kan video ehun bia me ni Dr. Bawumia bajepo ye Alisa Hotel ofane komo no Right, so biamini Dr. Bawumia bajepo ye Alisa Hotel ni eke party min bie ba tashi no jino ni onane ona boni ncho now tumobe no na video mi party min bie boli ame bajegbe ame bajepo pi ye Alisa Hotel ame fa jogbande nche ni boli jamane machine Japan Napo mama over the common again video Right, so if you make a be okwe na can video so party min be any ona ye jemene ona ke amemi eshe ame wa de enche. I mean, we've all known ake nekeno koji noni bayano call follow Ghana politics ojugba ona ke shi Napo ji money ameba choosule ona boni nchon. But you will think ake, I mean, based on especially Neken Doomsa situation, the way ni Napo currently elect Minister for Energy. Some of the things corruption scandals you would think I'm about reconsider and I can decision like I said, may Ashanti region me not believe I can more fit at Dr. Bawumia a negatives factor. I'm thinking of the negatives ni your Napo a negatives young why a negative say a young all across Ghana on a burning chon. So obanyo namoko ni maybe a favorability ya Ashanti region down to Monapo, but then again a negatives when wa to Monapo on a burning chon. But na can political calculation you know ni amefe be amini Napo e bajejeme o fine and work way. Right, so if you make a work where Biamini Napo bajejeme unjinoni una lewo na keboli party mi be anyele when wa denche. Like I said, we about dissect Napo ojogba later. Nika shi agbe we about dissect to mo beni wo fe ha Professor Jena no poko ajima le wan san wo fe no. And then we have to be fair on aboninchon. So le wo ba fe no just let me break news say ke some of the things need to in jeme habo. Now I'm a meeting na I'm a general secretary na actually Justin Kodria ni I'm actually ake JFK and Justin Frimpong Kodria lewu eje Ashanti region ni ame no lawyer Fonyo Jile eba ke press bagbasaneni yani press fe na eneli ake Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Minister for Menchia South current MP for Menchia South, I'm sorry, Minister for Energy Leji former Minister for Education Leji Moni ame select ni efita Dr. Bawumia ni ameke John Mahama ke Mami Jane Opoku Ajiman ashin akan December election say ni abafon ofane awakwe na kan video.
The National Council of the New Patriotic Party, which is the second highest decision-making body of the party, met today, July 4, 2024, to consider nomination of Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe by His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, the party's presidential candidate, as his running mate for the 2024 general election. The meeting, which ended a few minutes ago, did in fact consider the said nomination, which forms part of the constitutionally mandated processes for selecting the party's running mate as per Article 13(3) of the New Patriotic Party Constitution. For the avoidance of doubt, Article 13(3)(1) reads as follows: the party's presidential candidate shall, in consultation with the National Council, nominate the vice presidential candidate. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I'm happy to report that after the necessary consideration, the National Council of the party unanimously endorsed the presidential candidate's nomination of Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, Member of Parliament for Menchia South and Energy Minister, as the Vice Presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, pursuant to our Constitution, Article 13(3). This significant milestone marks the completion of the party's presidential ticket for the 2024 general election, and therefore sets the stage for the party to fully engage the Ghanaian electorates comprehensively with our message of transformation.
Right, so if you're neighbor walk na can video so Justin Frimpong called the allergy MPP be a general secretary leji money onuene confirm akelele ni party onukpa efe yatashi candidate ni Dr. Bawumia select ni Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh leji money amechusi amefe endorse le unanimously ni chwa moko kla be National Executive Council na mechole neke moko kla be mini oppose Napo a candidature for vice presidency kia MPP ona boni nchon see before ni wabaya no masumoni obabia ke namoji Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ona boni nchon TV3 bre am break le down fio ko like I said wabaya mi ojugba no ani wakwe money poteni jile ona boni nchon now afole May 23rd 1968 bona nakanji a date of birth now eje Peki number 2 in the Ashanti region. Jemeji any age. Now, medical doctor ni agbenenwe boli politician ni. Currently at Tomobeni Kebwe, Legi Minister for Energy. On a bonincho, Legi Minister for Energy. Now, at a middle school, Prempeh College. Boli Kumasi ni amino jemeje ete middle school ye ni egbena ete Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology nefe Human Biology and Medicine ona bonincho esa ete Netherlands Institute of Health Services jemeje ni a Master of Science in Clinical Epidemiology on a boninchon clinical epidemiology I'm a study your epidemiologist I'm a study your diseases can be get the way ni ebale so jeme efe master say in Netherlands Institute of Health Sciences jeme any efe a master say a boy a career a medical doctor member Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons UK so if it amehi jeme agbenenwe leji CEO of Key Eye Security Services Limited ona boninchon leno leji former minister for education free SHS leji minister ni a spearhead the implementation of the free SHS policy. Why? So ni Addo atan a release statement amasmoni makane statement ehabo before what channel look. I am deeply honored today as the chosen running mate of the new patriotic party. I am humbled to be nominated by a distinguished flag bearer, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and endorsed unanimously by the National Council in accordance with the provisions of the MPP Constitution. I am privileged and duty-bound to extend my full support to Dr. Bawumia as we work together to realize his visionary agenda of propelling Ghana to greater heights. I view this nomination as part of God's plan for my life, and I'm grateful for his guidance in directing my path. I pray for his ongoing guidance as I move forward. I consider this nomination as a call to higher service, a call to sacrifice, and a duty to perform. The MPP is enriched with numerous astute personalities. Therefore, I recognize the significance of my selection and do not take it lightly. I call upon all members to join hands as we collectively strive to achieve our ambitious goal of transforming Ghana into a prosperous nation. I express my gratitude to the National Council, the rank and file of our party, and esteemed President Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo for their unwavering support and faith in me. I thank Mr. President again for the opportunity granted me to serve in two respected cabinet positions. I am forever grateful. I am equally grateful to my colleague ministers of state, members of parliament for the confidence reposed in me. It has prepared me for a day like this, and I feel ready to make everyone who believes in me proud and win over the doubters. I understand that the task ahead requires our collective effort, and I therefore plead with every party member to come on board as we seek the mandate of our countrymen and women once again to serve them. As I assume the role of running mate alongside my esteemed boss, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, I am committed to supporting him to prosecute a formidable 2024 campaign to break the 8-year election cycle and serve our beloved country diligently. Let us work together towards a brighter future for Ghana. My philosophies remain service and leadership. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, MP, running mate to the MPP presidential candidate, July 4th, 2024. So a statement, a reason, but like I'm saying, it's not going to change anything. Bonnie may feel your Nakano may feel your Natamabeni you a negative say a positives. If I bring a ticket down on a bonning chon, if I bring a ticket down. No two ways about that. And it goes to show you I'm a twe beshipon ni amembogana bi twe ni even I'm a own party faithful say amembo ame party mi bi amintwe keje na kanwe ni ame twe yeshipon ni amembo ame party bi amintwe be ame fe ame yaga ame nu ona boni nchon ni tamobeni nkebwe no bani mene ma yi ame. Look, I align more with the center left. So every party all across the world, can you Europe, in your UK, that's just me. My name democracy. So any party need your sense because I believe in the center left ideology. I'm not all the way to the left, but I can tell you, Wakeshi, look, I'm a botuojo ba neke selection I'm about reconsider. Because mokoni well ofane aniwa bo honorable Apiakubi elegi MP for Asante Akim North. Asante Akim North. No feno ne ba yue mi come on. Keji ole Ghana politics ojuba ni ole Napo ojuba fefe kuku ogope. On abonichon ni eyuele openly she a mama, and I think I can look a for majority of their parliamentarians. I mean, me na make your parliamentarian no the way na me feel or Napo here no jino ni honorable Apiakubi ba you a video ni matama abu emi so boy ole no go bullet to ko ni work by Sunday bullet to
Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh
Apiakubi is saying that he is not my preference, but that doesn't mean that he is not qualified.
Do you have a preference?
Well, if there was an opportunity like that, I would express a candidate, however acceptable or otherwise, to our presidential candidate.
What candidate
I would want somebody. I would want somebody who will be open with the people on the ground, who will be able to deliver the votes, and who would also submit to the presidency, and who will also be important in bringing parliament closer to executive. I would probably select somebody who is more acceptable by the generals going to the war, the parliamentarians. We should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of parliament and go and conduct campaign in that member of parliament's constituency. I don't see that happening in this equation.
He doesn't have the quality.
He cannot hold my hand. So why would I say that I prefer him? He cannot hold my hand.
Right. So if you're honorable Apiakubi, legi MP for Akim Asante Akim North, I believe. Yeah, MP for Asante Akim North. Ni ole no MPP no MPP no NDC no. Ona ni tumobeni yue kechonye no ni onune yue ejino ko ni MPP party emi edenche nekeji boni amena Napo le denche e own associate parliament nekeji boni amena ale onum shishi so ejimo ko ni blofo back he's not likable, he's not a likable person onum shishi because one ewe no wa now ejimo ko ne confident ni a misconstrue a confidence ake enowo mo dabi Ghanaians ba nye tell through the difference between Mokone way, you know. Mokoni just is a confident person. You can tell the difference. Ghana be a kaflache jebu Luigi ame. Ona boninchon mene ewe no wa dienche e dan yue mo kemo ehi ona le kwa Ghana be fa anya beni dum so machine be timetable e ke Ghana be fa ka me dienche ame ka me timetable aba she timetable ko be ona mi cho saneni ye baba o le no be your Ministry of Education be na on ma set e come $13 jo $15 say e fe contract ne e mark e come 67 cedis. I mean, I only 13 cities here, Ghana. If you contract and the market come 60 something cities. Ne? Le no last say Benu of a Wi-Fi contractor ye school say secondary school say I mean 3D. Ona so nibi pi Napo lenke wo ba fe nibi ojogba wa mene len smoni e ba fe mo mi election so wo ba fe nibi ojogba bo na twi. Ona boni e bi akeke mo eje moko ne ba submit itself can Dr. Bawumia na no anyway mo fe mo liake Dr. Bawumia e ye bodo je ne ye bodo ne leni ne be dwomo je na kanchon ona boni cho so ke o partner o kelem partner moko e o sano partner with mokoni e be egotistic ona boni cho ona ne yue mi eji mokone ba submit kegile nkun e ba select mokone e ba submit to the presidency. That's what he said. If kegile come to school ni amongst ni be come select e ba select mokone e ba submit to the presidency. Ona bonincho mene obana ka campaign gbe no obana ni bi ni ba ya no in the background there obana. I'm telling you, between the Dr. Bawumia, nake yo batafo le popolodo nakanje suke bang. Oh, no ni chonji. Nakanje suke bang. Nakanji mini boni eyo. Nakanji boni eyo. Oh, na boni chon. Ne you know kale nkwe ba select mokone ba bring parliament closer to the executive. Min ke bo ake ye parliament nenche e own MPP party min bi po denche amesumole. Ona ni J party mi bi grassroots of the MPP party ni amesumo MPP party odogba ni party e ka ametwi no amesumo Napo ike bono ko malakabo amesumo Napo grassroots sumo le a fellow MPP parliamentarians na me your colleagues na me your parliament when amesumo le ona she bole the so-called mastermind say ni yo say now me know I'm a force Dr. Bawumia force like me MPP no. If come on, I'm a primary say now I'm a fear. Keji agme ojogba square Kennedy ba yele hands down. Kennedy ba yele. Boy forget more about Alan Chairman thing. Kennedy ba yele hands down. Dr. Bawumia I'm a impose like a MPP no. I'm a no one I'm a impose Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe Napo can wo Dr. Bawumia no. That's it. Nanya control it. That's the bottom line. Nke MPP no jibwe ole no ni you abigi inyemi abigi ole no ni you abigi ole no ni you ka ba commentation no ba type ni bi komi ole aga no ni you anu kwale ara abigi mi male you know this is abigi ole aga no ni you anu kwale a force Dr. Bawumia on the MPP B ni asa force Napo on Dr. Bawumia himself. Because many control ni be I may say the puppet masters are behind. Like I said, look, Napo is just not a likable person. Look, Oshiki Fonka or select likability is very, very important. The
MPP today. From now to the election, this is what we are going to do. And if by some gods of Donald Trump, these people end up winning, and Napo becomes our vice president, I can't roll in simple fun.
Right, so if I'm a video, he's just not a likable person. You can look, by chance now me win here, Bawumia can Napo eba fan JJ Kaka. But then people no jibo no sumo anu kwale. Bawumia can Napo eba fan JJ Kaka. Look, he's just not a likable person. A human relations, are very, very poor. On Abonicho, Napo, a human relations, you're very, very poor. And trust me, KG MPPB, I may consider the choice of the grassroots. I make a Napo young. She, I may learn a tower na me fee. I may lay no ni I may tower na me fee. No was any Ghana be agba me name you do ba. On Abonicho, Sani Ghana be a femini, ajegbe agba me, and I'm telling you, I can look. Ghana be agba me name. Ghana be ejegbe egba me. And no matter what they would do, but come on, KMPB a elections are made. Ikebo no go malakabo. KNPP honor I may ye 2024 elections then I made you. That is just a fact. Ye 2024 elections then I made you. Look, Tomobeni 2016 no kokla be ni NDC be a fair eba save am in 2016 2024 ne no kokla be ni MPP be a fair eba save am. There is absolutely nothing ni ka me fair 2024 ne eba save am. No kokla be they will lose. Jew pe ba save am. Ni I mean put ni be in place. I mean recruit, I mean we be can go the security agencies more. I mean recruit, I mean we be can go the judiciary. I mean party court say look, all the various ni be ni what your institutions ni what your ni work a buoma here. I mean law I mean we be can go jam more. Eja ka me ba abayi ame. Ni ame sumo na me ngoi because ka yi ame na me te no ni bi ni ba jekpo wona. Ni bi ni ba jekpo eje no go bibio onim sisi ni mi kaba ke Ghana bi HLA me. If you are listening to ordinary Ghanaians, I'm telling you I can look me no kokula be ni ka fun shiki ame ba ye ne ba ni ame ye ame ba lose wa gbo ikebo no ko malakabo ke 2024 elections the MPPB onaka declare amaka me ye ameju ne fi o make ke mba no Ghana ba fi awunto meji gbe tenga manyang basane ni kela ke look ke mi in lemoko ni mo ba ya Ghana oshiki fe oshiki fon be mi this year maka mu aka kaya. If I have my own way kema wobonga o ye Ghana ya afine ni ma wobonga maka ebu ake kaya be amini afon shikiye eja ke keni bi e ya lo jogban Ghana eba feng ojugba. Look, I'm not a prophet of doom. Ona bonichon. Ingwe kume ya Ghana lo. That is the last thing ima wish ake ebaya no Ghana. Shike okwe. Nibi ni ya no. Ona bonichon. And that is why I ke oye man say. Ona no ofo yake da dize maji biami no ya Ghana. Afine kejo ba nyo chia wo mi alo ba nyo ya mlam before shiki phone be ba she ba ngon na wa na ke no jino ni wota ye man na mi. I'm telling you man na mi November election say no ba fe do or die. Ona boni ncho so masumo ni wo bo Ghana nyokotwe no ba na ke no ne ba yu mi yue ke Ghana be fam or majority of Ghanaians bole Ghana be come wati ame come ake phone la mo ye wo fam wo nu shishi shike obobla nu na etwe no boyue mo na yue to e obana ke like I said Ghana be afine amefia me yaka me ba chake me bole to.
Thanks so much for this opportunity. Come on, you both came because of us, not the political activists. All these people mention their names here and there. They are the reason why we are suffering today. Please, thanks be to Johnny's Bites. I've been watching Johnny, and kudos to Johnny for the best job that he is doing for Ghana. Look, nobody will throw dust into our eyes anymore. Our eyes are now opened. It is not what you come and defend over here. It's what is going to change our minds. So I am not for NDC or MPP. I'm speaking as a Ghanaian. What I'm feeling is what I'm telling you today. Look, we are no more going to be like this, like that. Look, in this country called Ghana, sometimes I pity myself being a Ghanaian. Why am I saying so? If this is how best our own people can rule us, mommy, I feel pity. This is how best our own people can rule us.
What is your problem exactly?
My problem is that instead of them to think about us, They are all there for their selfish gains. Look, they came and mentioned their names. I am consecutive this, executive that. What impact? What impact? See, when you come here, please talk to the people who are feeling the reality on the grounds, not who come and defend their political whatever. That is not what we need in this country. We need people who will change our lives, who have impact on us, not these countries. Mommy, look at us.
Now you have
when you move from here to candidacy, look at the people selling in the traffic. They'll come and beg us. They'll come and beg us, but yet they will be living in their these V8, moving around, and they'll be watching them. Madam, we are those people who give you the mandate. Oh, we give you the mandate. Get to know that you are our servants, not our masters. But today, what do we see? We see them rather enjoying. What kind of life is this?
All right.
What kind of life are we living? Right. Look at Kolebu Road, a whole Kolebu.
All right.
Mommy, a whole Kolebu Road, from the traffic to what do you call it? The post office. They cannot do anything. They cannot even start it. And when the ambulance is coming, today people die because of 300 cities, because of 400 cities. That they cannot afford to buy medicine. What kind of life is this? Abba, it's very unfortunate. But please let me talk. But thanks to Johnny's bike today, you have opened our eyes, and we are going to go by that. Hey, the power belongs to you and not them. If truly they are here to help us. Hey, Obiba, I see it is Castle and comedy here. And then what are we seeing? We are even making fasting. Fasting, I hear. What kind of life is this? Shameful leaders. They are not even want to be called leaders. I don't call them leaders, because leaders listen to their followers. You understand? Leaders listen to their followers and not what they are doing. Kudos, Johnny. I salute you once again for this opportunity. Mommy, when you come, talk to the people who are on the grounds, not these political activists. I don't like them. I don't want to see them here, because if they really think about us, mommy, they will not come and defend the defendless. Something I want to defend it is not. Look. I've been watching TV3 today. They said they will not even bring their representatives to come and represent you people at the place. Yet they are here to defend the defendless. Tell them the right. Let them go. We don't need them here. It is these people that are supposed to talk to them. Thank you very much.
Right. So if you like on Oblanwe, on a boni show. So Tomobeni Kobwe, look, Oblanwe, you reckon a majority of Ghanaians say Tomobeni Rekachon ye, Akuffo lango biele, ene kwa me yiku. Ni jama me yo bon ake ayaye komena me kwa ake MPP ele ka ke teba domoshi ni ake MPP flag pete ye aba ameba vote ya bon na me yo na kai. Ka ke teba machine. Ona boni to na ke MPP flag pete ya ameba vote ya te. Ona so naka me komele no kokla be ni oba yeye ni ameba he ameye ni ameba chake ni ameba fe no koye. Ona ni amefe ame yake ameba fon shiki eya MPP no kokla be no ba fe. Le no me ba fon. Onu msisi le no me ba fon ni mi ke bwa ka montone amale Ghana bi a here echala me no kokla be ni MPP bi na ba fe ni Ghana bi ba chake amejomo mempi ye Ghana wa me ejegbe pin me ejegbo boye Ghana me ejegbe bo onu how passionately he spoke onu mshishi ye tisika sunsun e comedy ye onu ole government in LA it's just bad. I make patano fair no ye. Bona ke ochine wana wolo ake bank of central bank te achole tempo e. Amenta oni Syria me pat ni no ofane. Mo ba yele later. E ye ni me for Sunday. Ona that is the way ni ame run economy kete shipon. Ame jegba ame run economy kete shipon. No fair no efite. You know kokla bena be ba fe ne ba check Ghana bia. In can look in 2016 there was absolutely nothing. Ni NDC bia could have done. Ni Ghana bi ba fon shike ha me. In 2024 one min ke ba no kokla be. Ni MPP bia ba fe ne ba ni Ghana bi afon oshike e ha me. Bo another set of group into it. Bo am to it.
Bawumia scammer now. Ni Akuffo nya so me scammer.
Oh, yes, I didn't say scammer.
Na Akuffo Addo ba wan tell some kind. Nya to kenke 1 cedi. O say ba be to 80 pesos. I say to kenke ba ko 5 cedis. Nti na nipa no e hwan. Nya scammer no be scammer. Afraud e Akuffo Addo e fraud.
Bawumia be fraud Ghana for.
Ana wunim. No be so ba e de Ghana card e be ko Europe free. What will be that? Boa Canada e ti nipa no be so to ya adwen.
It's the December 7.
Don't be na chere na djuma. O na chere na djuma. Nti wa chere na djuma na o ma sa chere wa djuma. Nya o ma sa djuma na abeto aso.
December 7 about 20.
Why? But ama tuma ba ma Akuffo Addo ba me ntuma mu piem.
Ba ye nyina ye tuma Akuffo Addo. Ye nim se obeba ba ye gini di. Ba o ma ye nsa ti fom.
Di che obian ko ama ke be ka so na obetuma ye Ghana ye. Na ni mana. No bia nim se Akuffo Addo betuma ye Ghana ye. Ko ama ba ye hu se obian ntimi nye ni.
Right, so if I born obla Kumasi onu e kuma obla nyana onu amegbe bia ne Kumasi. Ame chap ame ka Akuffo Addo ke Bawumia frauds ji ame. Bonu mshishi. Kumasi oblanta e onu e. Je ko Kumasi ame enyo fi ame ka me fon shikin Akuffo Addo ke Bawumia. Shame laka me. Ni ame kpotoma onu ya ame na nke je ni nke yemu wo ame na. Ne kenji boni Ghana be all across the country. Ne kenji boni ame filo. Ne wani min ke ba ke no kokula be. Ni ame ba fi. Ona boni ncho. Tomo 2016, 2024 ne no kokula ke onana gbe oshikie na. Ni MPP bi ye ba ju. Nke bo no ko malaka bo. Ni ke MPP no jibo no kwani o le aka no ni yu anu kwale ni. Aida o maloe. Allo be oye anu kwale bodi enche. Ona boni ncho. Menyo no ni video say na kanji all across Ghana na kanji boni me filo. Ye the way ni Akuffo Addo ke Bawumia ame run Ghana. Look, in the history of the Fourth Republic, when Napo government go ni ehi tamu Akuffo Addo ke Bawumia government. MPP ni you anu kwale di enche amele. Amejegba me kpoto ni bi. Amejegba me fite ni bi. Amejegba me chake ni bi. Ni nkebo aka me liaka me baye abaye ame. Amo jocho na me twatwa ame liaka candidacy batano aba hold am accountable. Ne Akuffo Addo a party court say a lome a party bi MPP loyalist can go Supreme Court boni afe tomobeni eternal ne no feel no na ke ya jeme no feel no na ke wo jeme ni eja e feel the same thing. E lo me a paki Supreme Court e paki me ken wo jeme boni afe ni ke bale na kan ye ke e bale na kan ye boli e ke abaye hala me party e mi bi ni bi na me fe ke ni bi ne sa fe ka ke sanjie te court onum sisi ame lo ame judge so ke wo jeme ame lo ame judge so ke wo jeme e ka me ba pata ni bi ayin eke no na sana ame fe ame ye sani ojugba kani mokola kabo. Look, eye mi ake lele Ghana constitution e put a cap on the number of judges ni president ekbawo Supreme Court eye mi anu kwale na kan shikeje okwe meni menye Akuffo Addo yin ka ta bene ba sha ame beje ne kan ji boni ame fe. De na kan ji boni ame fe. Look, Akuffo Addo already select 15 omo. Eke 15 judges already was Supreme Court omo. 15 judges eke ame was Supreme Court omo. 15. Now, Ata Mills eke me 3 wo jeme. John Mahama ke me 4 wo jeme. Ke ATS ni Ata Mills ke John Mahama ye ke oputa me together ameke me 7. Pao pe wo Supreme Court Pao Akuffo Addo min ke ba ke eke 15 wo jeme mo ese nominate me 5. Nika akpene alo akpene na me te through le kometu me 20 president ko e batako no ne ke me 20 e wo Supreme Court down. Kana kan president fe fio be mi no jeje ke 50 wo no mi no Akuffo ke be ne be we to 200 judges e Supreme Court e mo ke mo fe mo mba na park me na kan alone na kan no abayale na ba park ye be no wo Supreme Court ele be enyi am afo mi ngula Come on. Kufuor can make 17 bojeme. I mean, come ba no na me fe no. Kufuor e can make 17 Kufuor. Akuffo Addo ke 15 e bojeme. JJ e can make 11 bojeme. JJ e can make judges 11 was Supreme Court. Mills ke mama. I can make 7 bojeme. Kufuor can make 17. Akuffo Addo we e batano e take me 20 hours bojeme. Amonto ne ke 15 e bojeme. 5 do you know ni e ke bojeme. You can tell these are MPP loyalists. I'm a J-Many, I'm a Yemla, they are being neutral. Majority of them, I'm a rubber stamp on Nibini MPP. I'm a rubber stamp. One of them, one of the judges, akegbe wo no leji judge ta attorney general ke ambulance case ni ya no Ghana ni attorney general a prosecute Akuffo nke Richard Jakpa ya ambulance case ni ke noni ba no na ke judges ne MPP BG am J judges ni ame ba yi anokwale na me kemla ba tuni shi alo me ken wojeme Bonia fe ni no ni MPP bi eta wo amefe ambulance case ni ya no e court no ba no na ejake there is no way ni attorney general ona boni chon about record le on phone ni one of the accused persons force one of the accused persons ne yo that's a gbonyo against another accused person ni na kan yemo ba jepo ni ke judge jibu na kan case say o throw out of your court ona no ni chon shishi over no ni chon shishi attorney general I recall it on phone can Richard Jakpa ne can Richard Jakpa pressure ni Richard Jakpa ayo that's a gbonyo against Akuffo but judge admit into evidence. Still only case and yano for what? Any KJ malicious prosecution near mine koni. KJ prosecutorial malpractice near mine koni. Ni still or me trial ne yano. Mina promisable. Many no na promise aka ba Supreme Court no sumo no loser no one in the keno. There is no single country ya jele me ni am a judicial system ayu anu kwale ejeme ni audio ni jepo ona kan ta me ball gandangbe sanjie fa no what discuss na kan sanjie ona boni cho ni audio ne ke ba jepo where you have the attorney general ni try ne conspire with one of the accused in a case ni eyo that's a gbonyo against another accused in the same case ni na kan case e ba ya no manfe man no ni mla chuoni ojogban ni jeje nke e ba focus me completely ani ne ke try na ya no don she I promise le agagale ba o Supreme Court no bona boni nchon I promise le agagale ba o Supreme Court no ona nwewo enmegbe ni na kan no go efe mi ni ete no ona ama judge say agbe eko mahabo comment ene eje chief justice madam Tokonu lengo eje gbe ne nominate ke ha Akuffo Addo ni ekame after Supreme Court ni comment his leadership I'm sorry, in his leadership. Her leadership, Justice Angelina Mensah Huama J.A. His Lordship, Justice Eric Chebafo. Eric Chebafo. Mene MP NDCB amo. His Lordship, Justice Edward Amwaku Asante. Her leadership, Justice Syra Pamela C.A. Quarantine. Her leadership, Justice Efia Asari Boche, Justice Efia Asari Boche, legimoni eta ambulance case no. No Supreme Court promise na promise le no one any ambulance case ya no. Even in the face of neke audio ne ni jepo ni Attorney General Dame Godfrey Dame force Richard Jakpa ne testify wrongly against Akuffo here. Fake case court proceedings say ni ya no bono ni ya no to force le ne fake case by force, and yet Justice Efia Asariboche enmebeni trial ya no me kebake there is no place in the world ni ajua no kwale ya me court say ni neke ambulance case ni based on ni bi na ejeko ke ni bi ni ya no e court aban megbeni ya no Shiona I promise the Supreme Court position no neke mokwe KGT ne at the Supreme Court bro yake aneke MPP case ko ba te ba yelete e shako Supreme Court po no na efione so bro yake neke gbomo KG MPP no ko case ko ba no ne ye Supreme Court te ba yelete elo egbeme kan wo jame already nka ba keke 15 wo jame omo 5 na ke ya push na tetru ba fe 20. We need a serious constitutional reform. What constitution any yo jame sana chakele complete ni bi pi ya mine egblagan say what constitution any yo jame ni bi pi ya constitution mine egblagan say ni asani afemini I'm sorry esani achakele esani achake what constitution any yo jame wanye nkeji 1000 Ghana aya no ni what democracy ni what practice or actually still what about continue with this same constitution 1992 constitution outlive a purpose on a burning chon 1992 constitution outlive a purpose ni nowa esani achake constitution onum shishi esani achake imene fifi kwete eba press conference e ga gada bi no ni ya no eyin ni jele pe hu kejo bogana bi tete hu to na ke no ni ya no eyin o fa na awbo fifi kwete tuwe
which irresistibly suggests that the president is appointing only loyalists of his party to this court to have control of the judiciary and escape post-regime accountability. It is also very clear that the president is backing the courts ahead of the impending presidential and parliamentary elections with judges who are sympathetic to his party. That deliberate politicization and bastardization of independent institutions of state, including the judiciary, will negatively impact the peace and stability of our country. It is tried knowledge that without a fair and impartial judiciary, democracy and constitutionalism will suffer. That is why this must be an issue of huge national concern, as it adds to the many other issues that already pose big threats to the peace and stability of our democracy. Already, President Akuffo has appointed as many as 15 judges to the same Supreme Court since 2017. This exceeds the 7 appointments made to the Supreme Court by both President John Evans Atta Mills and President John Mahama over the 8 years of the NDC. President Mills appointed 3 judges to the Supreme Court, while President Mahama appointed 4 judges to the Apex Court. If President Akuffo and the Chief Justice are not restrained in their unholy alliance to appoint 5 additional judges to the Supreme Court, it will bring to 20 the number of judges appointed by President Akuffo alone to the Supreme Court. While the Constitution of Ghana does not put a cap on the number of judges to be appointed to the Supreme Court, it is very clear that the framers had operated on a reasonable assumption that all presidents will be mindful of endless appointment to the Apex Court and its consequences. The framers of the Constitution clearly did not contemplate an Akuffo presidency, where the Apex Court will become packed with loyalists of the president and his political party.
Right, so if you make Fifi Kwete, General Secretary of the NDC, one way, and like I said, look, I agree with him completely. This is clearly political. True, I mean, a judge said, come to Ambafe, come 20, you may know. Look, like I said, what constitution it needs a complete overhaul. I'll leave a purpose. Kani mogomoko lakabo. One young way no neke. Kakufado appoint 20. Next NDC government balenwe appoint 20. Another one ko umba ne appoint. I mean, no engbe waya. So as an revenue constitution a capile. On abonicho my name lenche wo be cap. It's just been a convention. Ake 9 year wajeme. She can't follow my name. There is not a cap on the number of appointments the president Kobanye make. No Democrats say you'll be especially many all the way to the left. I mean, can I expand the court because we're caught there ball if 6-3 in favor of the Republicans. I mean, support no for any Republican. I'm by here. But Sani, I review constitution kona capile. It's not good for our democracy. Where Nika president kubatano le komito ibanye elo judges abofen abone sumoke u Supreme Court e being we no nakai. Onum shishi. Sani akweni achake. Ona bonincho. Ama kane no kone mabo from the Herald newspaper nina. Kwamo makane fiyo kumabo. Ike kwamo. Judicial Council boldly stands up to Akuffo Addo and Chief Justice. In what appears to be a novel development, the Judicial Council during its meeting on Monday, June 24, 2024, boldly rejected the recommendation for additional Supreme Court Justice nominees proposed by President Nana Akuffo Addo, saying it amounts to packing of the judiciary. The judges appear cleverly selected by the president as they have either handled high-profile political cases involving opponents of the Akuffo Addo government, jailing the accused persons in the process, or currently sitting on some. In this case, if you are prominent on the list is Justice Ifya Sewa Asariboche, who is sitting on the 2.37 million financial loss case involving former finance minister and National Democratic Congress member of Parliament, MP for Ajumaku Enyam Esiam constituency, Central Region, Kaisel Atufos and Enrique Jakpa, a representative of Big C based in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Justice Ifya Sewa Asariboche recently in open court at a 2-4 trial revealed she was writing her memoirs, but ahead of its completion, she hopes to be on the Supreme Court bench soon. Her nomination to the Apex Court has therefore left many wondering whether she expressed mere desire or it just dropped out of her mouth because the government had promised her a package. Another prominent name on the list is Justice Enrique Bafo, who sat on the National Communications Authority case and convicted its ex-director general and some other board members who served under the Mahama administration. Previously, the president secured the Judicial Council's approval for 2 additional Supreme Court justices, Justice Benasco Issa of the Court of Appeal and Dr. Richard Frimpong, a professor of law in Canada. And this was around September. The nomination in November, December, thereabout. However, the council declined to endorse 5 more nominees, citing concerns that the timing of these nominations might reinforce perceptions that the president is attempting to pack the court. So there you have it. On a burning chose, and you can really not disagree with Noni Herald newspaper if true ake Judicial Council nekeji the way ni ame feel or FM ya ke noko kula ye ni obanyo domono ni obaka ke dabi boni Judicial Council feel or je na kai on a burning chose. So like I said, Akuffo Addo ne yo jele a packy court say denche na ba yame na men lo me we bi kenju jambo na fe no jo na me twa keji be se na ka me te court boli aye ame no jino ni ya no ona boni chon ni ebe fine na kai onum shishi ebe fine na kai. Anyways ngbeji ni tete obobi ashon o fine keji oye jomoko no osmo ni o chon ye video ne ye kan na se jeke kecha anwe minute enumoko pe yibo ani onaye screen there no bomode ni okewo jeme alo ba nyo kewo comment section there ni work basan ewu ye jeme ona boni nchon o fine bomode no subscribe no share link ewu no keja onyanu me ba ngon na wa keji ofe na kan twa no manye juno afi wo no bye bye.
Yeah baba it's neat. Them say you want to chop my